Fuck that bitch. And fuck that stupid bitch too, her friend. Who the fuck is this bitch? Who is this evil fucking friend in her life? I've never met this bitch ever, but she pops out to fucking help her move out of my house. Fuck this bitch, put a hit on her.
Jack Doherty thought he was untouchable. He built his entire empire off of flexing his money, which was never really his, boasting about his women who were only there for the money that wasn't his, and convincing his gullible audience that he was a real hustler. But guess what? It all came crumbling down for the world to see. And trust me, you're going to love every second of it.
I realize I go above and beyond for her, and I fucking have never done more for anybody else in my life than her. And she doesn't get that, and she's just very unappreciative to me. I've done the world for her, and she just fucking...
It all started with a stream, just another one of Jack's endless "I'm the king of the world" monologues. Except this time, he wasn't on top. He was sweating, rambling, and breaking down in real time, desperately trying to spin his massive L into a win. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. His girlfriend left him. Shocking. The woman whose OnlyFans career he bragged about because, apparently, monetizing your own partner's body is peak business strategy, finally saw the light and walked out. And what did Jack do? He handled it like a true alpha male, by sobbing uncontrollably on stream. Oh, but it gets better. As he wipes his tears and sniffs back his dignity, he tries to paint his ex-girlfriend as some kind of villain, saying she manipulated him, betrayed him, used him. Right. Because the man who built his brand on exploiting women's content for cash is suddenly the victim here. Make it make sense, Jack. And here's the best part. 5 minutes later, the same man who just called her the most evil woman on the planet turns around and says, "She was the best girl I ever had. I loved her." Pick a side, Jack. Are you heartbroken, or are you just bad at playing the victim card?
And like that, like who the fuck does that after I've done everything for this girl for the past 2 years? I've done more for this girl the past 2 years than I've done for my mom the whole life.
Jack loved to call himself a business mastermind. But here's a little reality check. When your entire business revolves around leeching off of others, it's not a business. It's a scam with extra steps. He made money off his girlfriend's OnlyFans, took a cut from other models, and then had the audacity to preach about being a boss. Imagine bragging about making passive income from women who do all the work while you sit there pretending to be the CEO of something. Spoiler alert, being a glorified middleman isn't entrepreneurship. It's just being lazy with an internet connection. And the moment those women realized they could cut him out and make the same money without splitting it with a guy whose only contribution was existing, his empire collapsed. No customers, no income, no more fake flexing on Instagram. So what does Jack do? He panics. At some point during the meltdown, Jack starts backpedaling so fast, NASA might recruit him for their next space mission. He admits that he's broke, that he lost everything, that his finances are a disaster. But wait, 2 seconds later, he flips the script. I'm actually fine. I have money. I have investments. I don't even care about this. Which one is it, Jack? Are you a victim of betrayal, or are you still a business genius? You can't be both. Either you got played, or you were never as rich and powerful as you pretended to be. Pick your L and stick with it. Oh, and let's talk about the chat. Because while Jack was spiraling into oblivion, the real winners were the viewers who tuned in for the free entertainment. People weren't sympathizing. They weren't sending him words of encouragement. They were laughing. They were spamming clown emojis, roasting him in real time, and turning his breakdown into the internet's new favorite comedy special. Because here's the thing. Jack spent years building his brand on mocking others, flexing his fake wealth, and selling a fantasy of dominance. And when the curtain fell, the audience he cultivated turned on him faster than he could wipe his tears. Poetic justice at its finest. So what's next for Jack? Well, he can try to rebrand, pretend like none of this happened, or come up with some new grift to keep the last few desperate followers in his orbit. But the reality is this: his time is done. The persona, the business, the fake riches, the fake status, it's all been exposed. Jack Dye was never a king. He was a court jester, and the internet just gave him the final performance of his career. And if you ever needed a reminder that karma is real, just re-watch The Meltdown. It's cinematic gold,